Okay, this isn't working here. So, um, another video that I recorded that had no audio that was reported to me was the alignment and mirroring video. And it's hard to recreate that longer video, but I'm going to do my best to uh, kind of show you this video with some audio. So, first thing I want to do is I'm going to switch over to my computer here, and I'm going to zoom in. This is the light burn toolbar. Gotta make it the right way here. And a lot of the tools you probably use, the file, the redo, undo, trash. Uh, the crosshair one for moving things around the screen is nice. Zoom in, zoom out. Um, Standard one is to show your working area. I do not have a camera attached to my laser, so it's not going to show up. And then the preview window, uh, machine settings, toolbar settings, group, ungroup. But this is the section that we're going to focus on in this video. So the alignment tools. So vertical, horizontal spacing, horizontal alignment, vertical alignment, centering, and then I'm going to go into mirroring. So hopefully that works for everybody. So I'm just going to swing back into light burn. And here we go. Let's get ourselves started here, get ourselves warmed up here. So I need some objects to play with. So I'm going to start off with a square. Make myself a little square. And I'm going to put it on my blue layer, which is a line. Here we go. I'm going to need a circle. Now to create a circle from an ellipse, you basically just hold down the shift key and you create a big circle. And I can put this on a different color just so you can see it. And lastly, I'm going to need, in my video, I had a polygon. The default polygon is a hexagon. And once again, if you want to create an equal size hexagon, you go there, move it around, put it on the green layer, select it. Okay, just move these things around here so I have a kind of a different effect here. So I'm going to talk about horizontal alignment first. So you want to select the object you want to align to the object you want to align it to. And we have alignment top. Okay. We have alignment bottom. So the bottoms are right. But today I want to focus on, also you want to do for center. And move this guy out of the way so I can, now since these two were aligned center, when I align this one to the center, I can choose the square or the circle. Let's just choose the circle and go center. Okay, so I need to shrink this down a little bit because I need some space here. So I move this over. Now, one of the things that I do frequently is I want to make sure that my spacing is correct. So I want to select all. So hold down from the your mouse click left button, scroll down towards the left, it selects everything. And now I have some alignments. So distribute horizontally. I can do spaced, or I can do centered. And each one has its own application. So let's look at their centered. So notice that the circle is centered between the square and the hexagon. And if I do the spacing, everything's equally spaced. And sometimes they will not be the same. Sometimes they're not. Okay, so that's a horizontal alignment. So let's move these things around again. Now, I want to align my square because I want to use the center of my workspace. So I want to take my square and align it vertically to my circle. Let's select a circle here. There we go. And once again, I can align left. I can align right. Right, just like top and bottom. Now I just want to align center. And same thing vertically, I can take my hexagon. So I'm going to choose my top one and align it vertically. Oops, wrong one here. There we go. Vertical center. And just like the horizontal spacing, I have vertical spacing. So I'm just going to select all these guys. And now my vertical spacing, right? I can do centered. It moves the circle in the center. Or I can do vertical spaced, which creates equal space. Once again, depending on how your objects are laid out on your workspace, you can get the same effect with spacing and centering. Sometimes it's different, especially when you have a lot of objects. I only have 3, so the spacing and the centering is the same. But if you try it with 4 or 5, it becomes a little trickier. And once again, I want to do my centering. And this time, instead of selecting my hexagon, I'm going to select my circle and center it, because I know the hexagon is already centered inside my circle. Oops. And group everything. Now, for this mirroring demonstration, which is these mirroring tools here, I need to have a shape that's not symmetrical. My circles, square, and hexagon are all symmetrical. So I'm going to go into my tools warp selection and going to warp my selection a little bit. There. Just to create a different effect. Okay, so I'm going to select my object and I'm going to mirror selection vertically. So you'll see this thing shift vertically. Ooh, look at that. I can go horizontal. Now I can do the same effect if I go select my object, do arrange, flip horizontal, or arrange, flip vertical. Now the arrange, flip horizontal is really important if you want it. One of the things I do is I engrave mirrors and I take the silvering off the back of the mirror. So once I do my design, take my entire design and then I do a arrange, flip horizontal, which mirrors it so that I can turn my mirror upside down, the glass side towards my table and the silver side towards my laser. I etch off the back and create a nice mirrored mirror effect. Okay. Oh. Now, the last one is this mirror across a line. Now, I've had success with this, easy, and sometimes not so success. So I'm going to pick a different color. Let's pick this 10 here. And I'm going to create a line. Now I want to create a line. And oops, I want to see my line. Now, if I've done this correctly, I can go select my mirror, select my line, and there, mirror across the line. Now, you might find this very useful when you're trying to create duplicates of something and you want it mirrored on left and right. Okay, so because this is a line, right, I can change my line, move my line. here. Repeat the process. And notice where it mirrors. Well, that's kind of cool. Okay, so now one of the things I didn't do is I'm just going to duplicate this, and I'm going to flip this vertically. Take my line. I'm going to, let's see, I need more. Let's bring this back down the middle of my workspace here. Actually, what I should have done, let's just go back here. Let's see, how do I do this here? Okay, let's just. Yeah. Okay, so my two shapes. Take my line, move it around. And now I can take my two shapes and group them together. Oh, I end up with duplicates here. Let's get rid of those. Okay, so I have my two shapes here that's in a group, and I select that and my line, and see, I can mirror. I can create a bunch of different effects. Okay. Now, what I was wanting to do is take my group, place it a little bit on the line. Try to rotate a little bit here. There we go. And I take that and take my line and mirror. And you can create a bunch of different effects. Okay. Well, I hope with this audio track, you can review the original video and have a little bit more of an explanation. So I hope that resolves some of those that have viewed it. And I would try and view these kind of back to back. Look at the original one, has no audio, but this one has an audio explanation. So sorry for any confusion for those that watched it. And take care, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, take care, buddy.